Hey guys, welcome back to another video. The parts are starting to pile up for the truck. I want to try to get some of this stuff installed today. Got all this. Some of this is new, some of it's from the old truck. I've got some stuff upstairs, a few boxes. Swing cases. So everything's starting to pile up. I'm getting behind. So I want to try to get as much done in this video as possible. My main focus is going to be trying to install the dash cam. Don't know how long that's going to take and how far we're going to get on anything else. One other thing I wanted to do, I mentioned in the last video that I got an Edge CTS3 monitor. Haven't installed that yet. That's the one of the boxes upstairs. I bought a little like backup camera off Amazon. I'm not going to use it as a backup camera. I'm going to use it for I'm going to try to install it in the front grille. But I want to try to run the cable for that today as well, since we're going to have to be running cables for the dash cam. The dash cam that I have, let's see if I can get it out with one hand. Went with the BlackVue 4K. It's the same brand I had in the old truck. I just had the 1080p one. I liked it. Didn't have any problems with it. At least not very many problems. I had a few issues with some SD cards in the beginning. But as soon as I stopped using their branded ones, never had a problem since. So just in case anybody ever goes with this dash cam, probably not supposed to tell you this, but don't use their SD cards. They're way overpriced, and I think I went through 3 of them in the first year. They just stopped working. There are certain ones that don't work. Like the very first SD card I tried putting in there wasn't one of theirs, and it wouldn't work for some reason. So you kind of have to be careful which ones you use. I believe the one, I don't remember. I'll have to try to find the one that I use. Yeah, if I can think of the name, I'll let you guys know. But anyways, let's start getting this installed, and we'll see how much we can get done today. So the SD card was a SanDisk Ultra. It's a red and gray, half red, half gray, I guess. It was starting to drive me crazy, so I went and found the SD card up in my bedroom. So yeah, SanDisk Ultra. They say, at least, I don't know what this one. My first 1080p BlackVue camera, it said it wouldn't support anything larger than 128 gig. I found a way to get around that. I use a 400 gigabyte SD card. You just have to use a special type of software to format it. It has to be formatted in some specific file format. I can't remember what it is. I'll try to remember to get that information to you guys too. I have some free software I found online that lets me format these cards in a specific way so I can use larger ones. So let's get this installed, and then I'll try to remember to throw that in towards the end of the video. after those 2 bolts, there's this one little clip in there. I actually grabbed onto the handle, not remembering I pulled the bolts out, and it just popped off, so that works. So I mounted the radar detector, and I have this blend mount. It's for my, it's an aftermarket mount. It's called Blend Mount is the company. They make them for radar detectors and dash cams. That's from my old dash cam, the other one, but it should work with this new one as well. So basically we just need to put the dash cam in the mount, which takes 30 seconds. Mount the other dash cam on the back window, which is just like a double-sided sticky tape, just some kind of sticky adhesive. And then we just need to run the cables. There's a cable that goes from, I think there's 2 cables that go from here. One goes back to the camera in the back. The other one's gonna run down. And there is some aftermarket power. It's this Power Magic Pro. It basically in a nutshell, it basically allows the camera to function even when the truck's turned off. But it also has safeties built in, so if your battery's starting to get to a certain level, you can have it cut off. Had it in my old truck, it worked super well, never had any issues with it. Anytime the camera's detected motion, or if someone was to like back into my truck, the camera kicks on and it picks up somehow it picks up the video from 5 seconds before the accident happened or the incident happened. Not quite sure how that works, but then yeah, it cuts the power once your battery's getting below a certain level, and you can set those settings with these there's little dip switches on the box. So yeah, we got a wire to this, but let's just start getting this wire in, and we'll go from there. Alright. Do a quick unboxing here. Well, half-assed unboxing. So this is the dash cam that goes up front. This is the one that goes in the back. It comes with a mount with like a sticky pad. So technically I could stick this on my window and use this, but I don't want to do that. I have tint on the window, so I don't want to mess that up. Here's the dash cam. Little ones, same way, sticky pad. We will use this on the back, even though I do have tint on the back, but I don't have another option for the small one. Comes with a manual, and then other than that, it's just cable. Gonna need that. Comes with some sticky, I guess, cable management stuff, and like a pry tool. Cable for power. And another cable for power. I guess this is if you want to plug it into your cigarette lighter. This one's if you want to hardwire it to the truck. I believe we use the one that's the cigarette lighter. That other Magic Power Box has an adapter, like you hardwire it into the truck, but then you plug the cigarette lighter into the little cigarette lighter thing. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Put that over there. Alright, so the Power Magic Pro, as you can see, it's got the little cigarette lighter adapter, so you hardwire this, then you plug the cigarette lighter into here, and it powers the camera. So this is what we'll be using in conjunction with this to power everything, and then this cable connects the two cameras together, because that's the only one that has the SD card. So we will be using that. Guess the first step is to mount the first camera. So camera is mounted. That's all there is to it. You just squeeze these two tabs, slide it in, and that's it. Alright, so this one's got a 90-degree angle with an F on it for front. This one's just a straight with an R for rear. So this goes into the rear camera, this goes into the front. This cable's going to be too big, but we'll worry about that later. So let's need to plug this in, but I can't see. actually, instead of boring you guys with running this cable, I'm not going to film all this. I'm going to show you really quick what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this cable from the camera, I'm going to run it up, I'm going to run it across, over, back, to the back window over there. We're going to mount basically like right here. If I have any excess cable, I'm probably going to leave it in this little panel right here. So let me get that ran, and then I will show you guys what's next. Alright guys, I got the cables ran. I don't know if you can see, there's two cables, one for power, one to the back. I ran them up and around. You can see the one hanging for the rear camera, and then I ran the other power cable down, and this is it right here. It's got the cigarette lighter tip on it, and then we need to take this box, hardwire it into, you need constant power, accessory power, and ground, and then basically plug it in, set the switches to whatever, you can set it to different voltages and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm sweating my ass off in here, it's hot. So yeah, we need to wire this. On my last truck I mounted it right here, and then inside this little junction box thing under the dash there is places where you can grab power and ground and all that. If I remember, I'll try to remember to post a screenshot on the screen of the little diagram that I found online. There's a bunch of places where you plug in, like, I don't know how to describe it, but there's, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. I'll just show you guys when I pull that panel off to wire this one. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I guess let's think. Let's get the other camera mounted real quick and plugged in, and then I'll show you guys how to wire this. Alright, so it's got a little sticky pad in the camera. I have the camera trying to face it as flat as possible with the window, basically, because once I stick this on the window, alright, let's see if I can do this without screwing something up. It's like I need to, oops, trying to break shit already. I need to route this cable. Alright, let's plug this bitch in. I believe on my last one I had it kind of like right here. Actually, I think it was over more. just to wipe that down and make sure that glass is clean. Okay. I'm just gonna stick it right here. Maybe towards the top. What the hell? Alright, well, once you stick this thing on, there's no turning back, so make sure you got that thing where you want it. There we go. That's that. So I use these pins. Those pins, there's all kinds of good stuff in there. I don't know if you're supposed to use that for getting power. I'm not 100% sure. I would imagine that's got to be fused somewhere, but I'm not positive. But I used it on my old truck to power all kinds of stuff. Just do it at your own risk. I will post I'm going to try to remember to put up the little diagram, what all those little pins are on this model year truck. But there is a ground, a constant power, and an accessory power in there. And I feel that's one of the easiest places to tap into. I use, I'll show you what I use. Oh, shit. So I will, if you see this little, so these you crimp on to the wire and then heat this up. You heat it up, it shrink wraps it. And these things tend to slide right over those pins. Just be very careful when you're doing this. If you touch the wrong ones together or something, or touch that with metal, sometimes there's sparks. So, like I said, if you don't know what you're doing, you may want to not do this. Take it somewhere to get this stuff done. But I have tapped into that same spot on my last truck, the 2013 1500, and I didn't ever have any problems. I'm going to get a bunch of these on the wires and get this thing hooked up, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. Alright, I want to show you guys really quick what I did. I don't know how well you guys can see all that. Okay, if you could hear that thing making noise. There's no SD card, so it's bitching and moaning. Got everything wired. As you can see, the green light turned on, so we got power. It wants an SD card. Turn the power off for now. I need to go format that SD card and put the correct firmware on there. They send an SD card, a blank one. I think you can just put it in and it turns on. You just put the SD card in and power it up and it starts working. But since I want to use that 400 gig one, I need to go format it, and then I'm going to. If you can throw the most recent firmware on the SD card and it'll upgrade the camera. You can find instructions on their website if you need to do that. But I'm gonna go get the SD card, get the firmware on there, and then we'll throw that in there, and that should be it. We should be done with that. But yeah, let's go do that real quick. Okay, so this is what the SD card looks like. So what I did was formatted this. It's 400 gigs. You can't format a 400 gig flash or drive SD card in FAT32. It needs to be in FAT32 for it to read in that Dashcam. So there is a piece of software called GUI Format, I think it's called. GUI Format. I downloaded that. It allows you, it's free, it allows you to format this card into FAT32 format. Then you download the most recent firmware. It downloads in a zip file. You extract it, and in that extracted folder there's a folder called BlackVue. You just copy that folder to this. Then we're going to put this in the truck, and we're going to turn the power on, and it'll go through and upgrade the dash cam to the most recent firmware. Shit. I meant to grab my keys and I grabbed a damn battery. So gotta take the power cord out for a second, and this piece. All right, I believe. Can't remember which way it goes in. Not that way. Alright, now we're going to close. This is hard to do with one hand and filming. Close that, plug the power back in. Just like that. Now we are going to, I'm going to turn it into the car onto the run position. I can turn this on too, but I'm going to give it extra power. So as you heard it, it says upgrading. Please do not disconnect the power. So we're gonna let it go, do its thing. That's pretty much it. After that's done. One other thing is this is the cable for, I told you guys that I bought a Edge CTS3 monitor. Since I already had this stuff off, I went ahead and ran the cable for that. It's just laying there for now, just so I don't have one less thing to do later when we install that. That's probably going to be in another video. I don't think I'm going to get to that today. One other thing is I wanted to hook a camera up to the front grill. Restarting. I wanted to hook a camera up to that front grill so I have a backup camera and a front camera just in case I need it. I mean, if you look over this hood, this truck's pretty big hood, so it's kind of hard to see in front of you. Formatting SD card. Please do not disconnect the power. No, it's formatting the SD card. Anyways, I want to run a cable up there put a camera up there. Shut up. So I need to run a cable up to there, and I'm going to see this little grommet. I'm gonna run a cable down that grommet up under here, and I'm gonna leave it up in here. Probably gonna mount the camera like right here maybe. So I need to run a cable like this, just a RCA cable, and I started to do it, but then I broke the tip off and basically destroyed that thing. So now I need to get another cable. That was going to be the next thing we were going to do, is run that cable, but now seeing as I destroyed that cable, that won't be happening now. I think we may just mount these swing cases real quick and then call it a day. So let me finish getting this upgraded. It may even be done, and then we'll mount these swing cases. Good to me. Guess the next question is, before I keep drilling, is this shit gonna close? Oh yeah, plenty of room. Okay. Just like that. Go get the case. So I put that on. That's all there is to it. Just like that. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna go mount this other one, but no need to film that. It's getting too hot out here. I'm just gonna hurry up and knock it out. So I'm gonna end the video here. Hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We got plenty of other stuff coming. I think the next video we're probably gonna try to do that Edge CTS3 monitor, mount it, get the front camera hooked up and all that stuff. So stay tuned and I'll see you guys in the next one.